Jason Miller believed one thing with absolute confidence. Real problems don't announce themselves quietly. Heart attacks, he thought, were dramatic. Sudden. You drop to the floor, people scream, ambulances arrive. Anything less than that, just stress, just life. That belief nearly killed him. Jason was 38, living in Chicago, working in corporate sales. Good money, tight deadlines, constant pressure. He woke up before sunrise, lived on coffee, skipped breakfast, and told himself he'd catch up on sleep later. For months, his body tried to talk to him. It started with fatigue, not the "I worked late" kind, the kind that sat deep in his bones. He'd wake up tired, go to bed exhausted, and still feel like he hadn't rested at all. He ignored it. Then came the headaches, sharp sometimes, dull other days. He blamed screens, popped painkillers, kept going. Next was the shortness of breath. Walking upstairs left him slightly dizzy. His chest felt tight, not painful, just uncomfortable. Probably anxiety, he told himself. Everyone's stressed. His wife, Lauren, noticed the changes before he did. "You don't look okay," she said one night. "You've been saying that for weeks," Jason replied. "I'm fine." He wasn't lying to her. He was lying to himself. Jason believed ignoring discomfort was strength. Pushing through was success. Slowing down was weakness. That mindset was the mistake. One afternoon, during a client presentation, Jason's vision blurred. His heart raced. Sweat soaked through his shirt. He paused, leaned against the table, and smiled through it. "Just need some water," he said. Everyone laughed it off. So did he. But inside, his body was screaming. That night, the chest tightness returned, stronger this time. A burning sensation spread across his chest and into his left arm. He sat on the couch, breathing shallowly. Lauren looked at him and said, "We're going to the ER." "No," Jason said. "It's indigestion. Hospitals are expensive." That sentence almost became his last. Around 3 a.m., Jason woke up gasping for air. The pain was no longer subtle. It was crushing, relentless, terrifying. Lauren didn't ask again. She called 911. By the time the ambulance arrived, Jason was pale, shaking, barely conscious. The paramedic looked at the monitor and said two words Lauren would never forget. "We're late." At the hospital, doctors moved fast. IVs, oxygen, machines beeping. Jason drifted in and out, hearing fragments of conversation. Major blockage. Should have come earlier. Heart attack. When he woke up in the ICU, he didn't feel pain first. He felt regret. The cardiologist was calm but direct. "You didn't have a sudden heart attack," the doctor said. "You had months of warning signs. Your body gave you every signal possible." Jason stared at the ceiling. "You ignored them," the doctor continued. "That's the mistake most people make. They wait for something dramatic. But the body doesn't work that way." Recovery was slow. Jason had time. Too much time, to think. He replayed every ignored symptom. Every joke he made about stress. Every time he chose work over health. Every moment he told himself, "I'll deal with it later." Later almost never came. In the cardiac rehab unit, Jason met people younger than him. Stronger than him. Some wouldn't walk normally again. Some would never return to work. One man said, "I thought being tired all the time was just adulthood." A woman said, "I didn't want to seem dramatic." Jason realized something terrifying. Almost everyone there had ignored the same signals. Fatigue, chest discomfort, shortness of breath, sleep problems, anxiety, pain they normalized. They weren't careless people. They were busy people, confident people, people who thought they were in control. When Jason finally went home, his life looked the same, but felt completely different. He took his first walk around the block and had to stop halfway. His heart raced. His legs shook. For the first time, he listened. He learned to notice small things. When his body felt heavy. When his breathing changed. When stress sat in his chest instead of his mind. And he learned the truth no one teaches you early enough. Your body whispers before it screams. Months later, Jason returned to work. Slower, wiser, quieter. He left earlier, ate better, slept more. Not because a doctor told him to, but because he finally understood the cost of ignoring himself. One evening, He spoke at a company wellness event. No slides, no statistics, just his story. He ended with this: "The biggest mistake I made wasn't poor diet or stress. It was assuming my body was lying to me. It wasn't. I just refused to listen." Today, Jason is alive because he got a second chance. Many don't. Ignoring health signals doesn't make you tough. It makes you vulnerable. Because the body keeps score. And eventually, it collects.